World first robotic surgery from Australia, an NBA player choosing authenticity, clever Halloween retail in Canada, and a marathon debut that broke records. Hey, this is good news you need, and I'm Steve Rhode. I've got stories from around the world, and I wanted to share with you today. Plus a dad joke that's safe for the kiddos and cars. Today's show is brought to you by Monday Morning. Somebody's got to like it. All right, first up. So check this out. An Australian startup called Remedy Robotics just completed the world's first remote robotic surgery. We're talking about doctors performing surgery from thousands of kilometers away, like actually controlling surgical robots remotely. And here's why this matters. They're planning trials to treat stroke patients in Australia's Northern Territory from thousands of miles away. I mean, think about how huge that is for people living in remote areas where specialist surgeons just aren't available. This is genuinely world-first technology, and it puts Australia at the forefront of surgical robotics globally. It's one of those things that sounds crazy. It sounds like science fiction, but it just became reality. And speaking of being yourself, here's a refreshing story from Chicago Bulls player Dalen Terry, who made a symbolic fresh start this season by switching his jersey number from 25 to 7. It's not about the number, it's about what he said. The 23-year-old admitted he spent his first 2 years trying to be what everyone else wanted him to be. Now he's embracing his authentic self as a defensive specialist. His philosophy? Just be the star in your role rather than trying to score 30 points. And it's working. In the preseason, he successfully defended NBA stars like Donovan Mitchell and even made a game-saving block. Sometimes the best career advice really is the simplest. Just be yourself. Also happening. Here's a clever business solution from Canada. Spirit Halloween has found a way to help landlords fill those massive empty department stores left behind by big retailers like Hudson's Bay. The costume chain is moving into these huge locations just for Halloween season, and they're giving landlords temporary rent income and foot traffic before disappearing after the holiday. It's a win-win where Spirit Halloween saves money by not running year-round stores, while landlords get their hardest-to-fill spaces occupied until permanent tenants can come along. Sometimes the simplest ideas are the best ones. And one more from Chicago. Hawi Feysa won the women's division of the Chicago Marathon in her very first race in the United States, crossing the finish line with a personal best time. She was so emotional at achieving her goal that she collapsed to her knees at the finish line. Her coach had prepared her extensively, and she felt confident going in. And you know what? That preparation paid off. Perfect debut performance. All right, it's time for your dad joke. I went to buy some camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any. That was a good one. Hey, that's your good news for today. I'm Steve Rhode, and I'm glad you were here. Links to all the stories are in the episode description. If this helped you today, share it with someone else who might need it. And hey, I'll be back next time if you want to join me again. You can also visit tapyournews.com for email notifications. Be sure to follow this podcast on the platform you're listening on. I also host True Crime Cases You Haven't Heard. Fascinating resolved cases you probably haven't heard about. Check it out at truecrimeunheard.com. See you next time.